What's going on? So I'm gonna pull some cards and get a message out for y'all. Sagittarius just whoop my, okay. So hopefully yours is a little more simpler. But I definitely do hope that the messages resonate for you guys, and overall hope that the messages are useful for you, okay? And with that being said, we're just gonna jump right into y'all's reading, all right? Messages for Cancer. Oh, that's your Cancer, your energy right off the bat, okay? Love to see it. Messages for Cancer. Whoa. Got a few cards. You got the Fool coming out. You also have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. You got a few fall out. You have the Ten of Wands, and you also do have the Moon, okay? Messages for Cancer. You got the Hangman. Whoa. And then you also do have the Two of Wands, and then I'll clarify this how you use, leave it for an extra one. You got the Lovers, okay? You have Gemini, Heavy Cancer, and Pisces with the Hangman, the Chariot, and then the Moon, okay? You or someone else could feel like something's moving too slow. What's the Chariot? Whoa. You got the Four of Wands. What's the Ten of Wands? What's the Ten of Wands? You got the Three of Wands. Yeah, I don't know what someone's waiting for, but it's almost like it's stressing them out. Someone's waiting for something. What's the Fool? Yeah, you got the Tower. You have the Eight of Cups as well. And then you have the Devil. You got Aquarius energy out here, Capricorn. What's the Devil? Messages for Cancer. What's the Devil? You have the Page of Cups. What's the Page of Cups? Yeah, you got the Eight of Swords. I don't know why, but it's like someone could feel like another person is very unfazed by something that's going on as well. What's the Eight of Cups? What is going on today? Yeah, you got the Ten of Pentacles. Like this could be a family member. Sagittarius was kind of similar to that in the beginning. You got King of Cups, Cancer, your energy. Yours could be a family member. This could be a lover, just a loved one, just in general, someone you care for, right? I don't know what is so shocking about this. I feel like at this time, I don't know if people are like feeling a different energy, going a different direction when it comes to positivity, or going towards more just positive things in their life, feeling kind of energized, ready to, get rid of baggage, things that do not serve them, because that's almost like what this energy feels like. But there's someone who I feel like is not necessarily very immature. This could be someone who is just emotionally stunted as well. They could be emotionally immature. They don't know how to like talk about their emotions, express themselves either. This could be someone who's very emotionally like manipulative too. There's someone who feels as though you are releasing yourself as well from something, okay? Walking away from them or a situation. And I feel like this is the situation where you could have felt stuck in, confused in as well. You could have felt in some sort of way there were limitations to certain things that you wanted to do, certain things that you wanted to express, certain places that you wanted to go to. What's the moon for Cancer? Yeah, you got the star. And what's the moon and the star for Cancer? What's the moon and the star? Whoa. You have the Nine of Wands, and you have the Knight of Wands. Cancer, you could cry, like, I don't know why, but you can cry when you're upset. I don't know what this is about. It's like someone wants to water you down as well. What's the Knight of Wands? Oh my goodness. Yeah, you have the Empress. You got Taurus and Libra energy out here. Because I don't know why, but it's like someone really wants you to kind of like hide yourself or wants to hide you. What's the moon and the star? Yeah, you have the Five of Swords. This is almost like giving the energy to where someone can have two kids. For whatever reason, one child is not favored. For whatever reason. They're the black sheep, whatever, right? But they're the most talented. Okay, I'll say that, or they're the more smart one, all right, out of the two children. The generational curse breaker, if you may, as well, right? And you could have never gotten almost like the praise, the backing as well to do certain things that you were good at, right? To showcase certain things, right? Because even what the devil is giving me, like, being bound to an idea of who you are because someone has pressed that on you. Does that make sense? Like, for example, I was in high school. I think it was like 11th grade, 12th grade, I think. And this is the example I'm gonna use, right? Because I don't know what Sagittarius was just as odd for me. Because what the devil is screaming to me too. But especially with the Empress out here, I was in like 11th or 12th grade. It was like college advisory, right? I wasn't the best student in high school. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't. I didn't really start caring until I would have went to like college for real. But I was sitting there with a very good friend of mine talking to a college advisor. And this is this example because it's the best way I can kind of like convey this. Because it's like I said, I'm going to get back to it. Sorry, I'm going back and forth. But there's an energy of someone wanting you to not see or believe of the potential that you have. Because even with your first card, you had the Chariot and then you had the Four of Wands forward. It's like, you know who you are. It feels like you know the things that you are capable of. And even with the Ten of Wands, you had the Three of Wands. It's like someone's I feel like burdened by the fact that eventually they will have to see you showcase something or be praised for something, or like someone knows that you are capable of a lot. But I feel as though that was never really instilled in you. And even if you feel like it was, you get what I'm saying, then I really don't know what to say. But these are for the, the people who kind of resonate with that, to where you can have people who support you. I won't say like you just never had support, right? You could have had people who supported you, whatever the case may be. But especially it's something with the growing up, or, just never really feeling like people almost like just kind of believed in you, or putting other people before you, or kind of like dumbing you or watering your capabilities to do something down. Okay. An example I was going to use was, again, I was talking to a college advisor, and it was after school. I was with one of my good friends, and I remember the teacher told my friend, you will amount to good things, basically, right? You're going to go far, this and the third. Mind you, we're sitting right next to each other. This is a college advisor. This is a teacher who is supposed to help us get ready for college, right? And she gets to me and looks me dead in my eyes and say, "You'll just have really, really cute babies." So my friend is going to be successful and amount to very, very good things, and I'm just going to accomplish having beautiful babies. And, some of you may get that, some of you may not. But, that will stick with you, because it almost like showcases, like, basically just told me I wouldn't really amount to much, right? That my success is a lot more limited than you see for my friend, which I'm not taking away nothing from my friend. She's still my friend to this day, love her to death. Very smart girl, very intelligent. Not taking anything away from her, but the message kind of reminded me of that, because that's what it felt like. And again, it's almost like being bound to that perception, to that belief, when you don't even believe that for yourself. I never believed that for myself. You get what I'm saying? If I did, I probably wouldn't have done a lot of the things that I did, to push me and get me to where I am today, right? And say, if you do believe, what people, because I don't know why, but that's definitely like someone doesn't care for your growth, or they're afraid of your growth, or in their mind, your growth was very limited. And I feel like if you're not already, you will be showcasing your gift, your talent, your success on a greater scale. Like, this is accomplishing, again, something that your peers wouldn't, or will never. Your family members will never accomplish, will never kind of, say that they did this, X, Y, Z. But you'll be able to say this. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's like people didn't want you to believe you were this empress, okay? With this Five of Swords, with the moon and the star as well. It was like, yeah. What's the Page of Swords? You got the Five of Wands and you have the King of Swords. You got Libra, Aquarius, Gemini out here, okay? What's the King of Swords and the Five of Wands? Whoa, what's the King of Swords and the Five of Wands? Ooh. You have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I don't know why, Cancer. It definitely does feel like you have people who look at you as like some sort of competition, and not necessarily like they're competing with you, but it's almost like you have people who really doesn't want to see you succeed. I feel like you have a lot of people who obviously most likely do, right? Hold on. With the Knight of Cups, that had came out. But I feel like there's a lot of people who don't want to see it as well. I don't know why I'm getting this, but I feel like someone does not like you. Like they don't feel like it's something with your energy. Like someone does not like you. And I don't even mean to be like negative either. Like at all. What's the King of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Queen of Wands? What's the... You have the Hermit. I don't know what's going on, but it's like someone, like people can't not say you're not tapped in with the Five of Pentacles. And these are people who aren't not. With this Five of Pentacles at the bottom, there's something about you that showcases that you are tapped into some way, shape, or form. And it could be just how like smooth things go for you in life. And I'm not saying you'll never have hardships. I'm not saying you'll never go through anything, but it's almost like you have a flow through life. Like even if you do hit a bump in the road, something magically happens to where you get out of it and things get better for you. You get what I'm saying? Like it's never a thing to where you get a bump in the road and then it's just like you just keep going down. People, I don't, like something is in people's face right now. People who feel as though they chose to ignore something very special, but it feels like you're very, very special. And it feels like you're surrounded, or you were surrounded by people who did not like how special you were. You got Virgo energy out here. And these are people who were praised or put on pedestals because of their beauty, their knowledge, whatever the case may be. It's almost like, reverting back to the example that I gave, not necessarily about me, but people wanting you to believe that you almost in a sense weren't good enough, and placing other people on pedestals, and then them same people that were put on pedestals called smart or whatever the case may be, or thought like whatever like they would be for some reason more successful than you. It's something with you achieving success in your own right. Again, no matter what it looks like for you, it's going to be different for everybody. But then it's like those same people have to kind of look over at you and be like, damn, they accomplished that, or damn, they're doing X, Y, Z, and I'm pretty much over here not doing that, you know, nothing. They're achieving this. I wish I would be able to achieve that. It's a very, someone's like, oh my God. I don't know what's going on today. What is it called? The throat chakra. Somebody could be into that too. But yeah, it's something going on with the throat today. Because I know what I want to say. But it's like, I'm being held big. Because the example I want to give is very, very good. It's basically, you know, again, having two kids, placing one on a pedestal, and kind of like ignoring the other, or not really encouraging them the same way they're encouraging one child. And then both of them growing up, and the child that was put on a pedestal really amounts to kind of like nothing. And living with their parents, and this is no tea, no shade if you live with parents or whatever. I'm just giving an example of like putting one person on a pedestal and kind of, again, not encouraging the other person. And then as time goes on, the person that you didn't put on a pedestal or didn't really believe in or encourage starts to do a lot better than the one that was put on a pedestal to begin with. And then it's almost like the one that was put on a pedestal to begin with starts to look at themselves as like almost like a failure, like, damn, the things that were instilled in me, you know, the encouragement that people put towards me, it's almost like it was all a lie, basically. Like, okay, Cancer is a lot more successful, or wow, they did turn out to be better in a sense of whatever. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, it's almost like a hard sight to see. Because it's almost like people, I don't know what this is, but it's like people were believing and something about you, but it wasn't necessarily something that was being said to people. It was for some reason a way, almost like the divine was shielding you, and allowing people to believe something on their own, because it doesn't give like a gossipy type of vibe, like, no, not at all. But it was for some reason the way people perceived you at a certain time, almost as if like people looked at you as a failure, or like just someone who wouldn't amount to much. I'm not even gonna hold you, no tea, no shade, no nothing. You get what I'm saying? It's definitely no shade, because baby, I'm not a tree. But it's like you could have had, a rough childhood. You could have not been the best student either. You get what I'm saying? You've been the best student. That's why, just take it however it resonates. But there's something in people not seeing you successful and kind of almost like using you as, oh wow, like of an example of what they don't want to be. At one point in time, I don't even know why I'm like getting emotional either, because who's about the crown camera, babe? What? Yeah. And now it's like, you could be grown, you get what I'm saying, a young adult, whatever, in school, going back to school, just accomplishing things in your own life, making success look however it needs to look for you. And I feel like you have people who, again, use you as an example of what they don't. Because, again, it's almost like people worked harder by like using you as an example of like, again, what they don't want to end up like. But I don't know if I feel like there's some sort of success that you are really going to start walking into. Because I don't know what it is, but people are very, I wouldn't say like upset or like mad, but there's definitely like a side eye to like how mature you have grown, like how wise you have grown as well. You could have been someone who was like very, very fun, very, very bubbly. Like you could have had fun in your childhood, okay? You could have been rambunctious as well. Like you could have been that student that didn't like really care or didn't really focus or whatever. But the adult you and the adult you that you're really going to grow into is almost like people are going to take like double takes. Like whether this is on social media, this is in person, whatever the case may be, it's almost like people are going to be very, very stunned at what and how much you accomplish in your life. Seriously. To the point where I do feel like it is going to create some sort of inner conflict. What's the Hangman? Let's move on. You got the Page of Wands. What's the Hangman and the Page of Wands? You have the Temperance and you have the Six of Swords. And you could have been someone, especially with this Hangman and the Page of Wands, you could have been someone who has been, it could have took you a while to find a passion, find a craft. You get what I'm saying? You got some people who go to college for a major or whatever, and it works for them the first time. Like, they don't have to really question anything. The college goes smoothly. They graduate, whatever the case may be. You could have been somebody who didn't even go to college, or you could have even dropped out of college. And you kind of had to not struggle, but kind of make it out the mud. Your path was a little different. And I feel like you definitely could have tried, you could have had multiple jobs. You could have tried multiple different hobbies or crafts until something really stuck for you. I feel like something that you find very enjoyable, I feel like you're really going to stick with it. I feel like it's really going to balance you out. And I feel like, Cancer, I feel like you will really find your path in life. I'm not even joking. it may take you some time, especially if you didn't find it already. You could have already found it watching this. But it could have took you a while to find exactly what was meant for you, like basically like what your purpose was, okay? And you could honestly find it a lot earlier than a lot of people. Like, this is giving the energy of your peers or people that, you know, friends, whatever, going to college, graduating college, and then hard to find a job, or not even being interested in the job that they went to school for, or whatever the case may be. And then out of nowhere, you find something that you love to do, something that people love for you to do as well, right? And something that just really balances you out. You know what I'm saying? You're able to live a lifestyle you want. You're able to take care of yourself. Whatever that looks like for you. And I feel like it's going to leave a lot of people stuck. Okay. Yeah, something with someone possibly not going to school or finishing school as well. What's this Hangman? What's the Hangman? Yeah, you got the Six of Wands and the Two of Swords. Like, you have certain people like wondering what they're good at, what they're passionate about. Because I feel like you have a lot of people kind of, and that's it's nothing wrong with that either. But you know how some people work a job just to kind of like get by, to pay their bills. You get what I'm saying? It has good benefits. You know what I'm saying? It works for them. But then it's like they look at you or they see you and they're just like, damn, like Cancer, they're doing something that they're appreciated for. They're doing something to where they fill other people's cups and their cup is getting filled just as quick and just as much. You got Leo energy, Sagittarius as well. Again, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, yours. Pisces, Capricorn. You got the Emperor at the bottom. Because you could have been someone also who just didn't know what they wanted to do, what they were passionate about, what got them excited. And I feel like you'll find it, especially if you haven't already. I feel like you're going to be very, very balanced out soon, Cancer, okay? What's this Knight of Pentacles? And it could have felt like it took a while, okay? What's the Knight of Pentacles? You have the Wheel of Fortune. You might even be well known for something too. What's the Knight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune? You have the Hierophant. Can I get one more? What's the Wheel of Fortune by itself? You got Taurus energy out here. And the Four of Cups. And what's the Knight of Pentacles by itself? Can I get one more? And they both came in reverse. You got the Two of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Swords in reverse. For the Knight of Pentacles. I really feel like you had people really not believing in you, Cancer, at one point in time. I feel like you could have had a lot of secret, not necessarily enemies, but more like frenemies. Especially with this Four of Cups for the Will. It's like people didn't feel like you would be somebody, again, who amount to much or would hit that mark when it comes to like finding purpose, finding something they're good at as well. Because I don't want to give examples of like jobs, right? Because everybody has a certain job to do, right? But this is like people feeling like you would have been doing some sort of job that just wasn't like important. And again, I don't want to use the job that housekeeping. And that's, again, no tea, no shade. I worked in housekeeping at one point in time. As soon as I dropped out of college. I just don't want nobody to take offense, and if they still are, you get what I'm saying? There's no tea, no shade. I was a housekeeper child, okay? Cleaning toilets and mopping floors in a nurse home, all right? At 19 or 20, I was like 20. Yes. Yeah, there's something about like frenemies feeling like you wouldn't amount to much, or like you were lazy, or like you wouldn't take action on the things that you like wanted. And I feel like, especially from family, especially like if you have a toxic like dynamic in your family, or they're just backbiters in your family, like there's people who really wanted you, I feel like, to believe that you just weren't it or enough, especially like in childhood, teenage years. Like, I don't know why these people believed it, but it's like they foreseen it for you. Like, this is how people like looked at you. Like they, like in private conversations, there was people being like, you know, they most likely might not melt them. Like, people foresaw that for you. How, I don't know. Why, I don't know. But that's definitely, yeah. What's the Two of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Swords in reverse? You got the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and you have the White Newman. And I feel like, especially with this night, yeah, you had the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the White Newman. People have really, I feel like, underestimated you. Because you could be somebody to this day who's like just very positive, very grateful for life. Someone who wants to succeed in life. Like, I feel like you're showing a lot of naysayers that once was around you, friends, family, even possibly lovers, but it's really giving friends, family, like people who know you, especially if right now you feel as though things are good for you. Success is like what you want it to kind of like look like, especially like work-wise as well. Especially if you're just honestly keeping afloat. You have people who kind of now see you as a threat, right? Because like I said, there was a thing with people not seeing you amount to much. And it doesn't mean like you like homelessness or anything like that, but it's just amounting to much. Becoming, again, is something with success, your most successful self, whatever that looks like for you. Taking something seriously. Like, these were people who just felt like you didn't take anything seriously. Very judgmental. Very judgmental. With the Justice, because I'm telling you, if not now, there's going to be people that I feel like look at you, receive some sort of award, or hear you graduated at something, or hear you being, you know, the top at your job, whatever the case may be. People are going to be aware that it's like you fought against the odds that were put up against you. What's the White Newman? Not the Black Newman. You fought, it felt Cancer, you fought through a lot. You could have, I don't know why you could have Earth in your chart as well. You fought through a lot. I feel like you fought through a lot of negativity, a lot of projection, okay? A lot of people kind of speaking literally ill on your name, because a lot of times that can be considered like witchcraft as well, spell work. And I definitely do feel like the divine is showing those same people, because again, these could be family members, like people who just don't take you seriously. Like, there's some, I don't know, it's people who do not take you seriously, and I'm letting you know that now. It's people who still don't. And I'm not saying you should care, but it's people who still want to believe that you are small. Like, I don't, people really want to downplay you. But especially for the black Newman, for the white Newman, you fought through a lot of dark, I feel like, times. Like, there was people who really tried to mentally toy with you, pretend like you didn't exist, ignore you, not encourage you, and they were doing it on purpose to dim you, to keep you from believing in yourself, to keep you from seeing kind of like what makes you great. Like, everybody has a talent. Everybody has things that they're good at. It's just up to you to kind of find it. And I don't know what it is, but it's almost like people didn't, I wouldn't say didn't want you to find it, but there was something with you being the butt of jokes, or like, you know, the go-to when it came to like not wanting to be like XYZ, if that makes sense. What's the white Newman and the black Newman? What's the white Newman and the black Newman? You got the Ace of Wands. With the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, and you have the World. With the Emperor, you could be somebody who really is in tune with their masculine and feminine energy, and their light and their dark. I feel like you walk a fine line in between both, no matter man or woman. And I feel like you're showcasing that, and I feel like something that, because I don't know, like, you could have a platform online, if you've wanted to, like, this is like starting TikTok, and it doesn't have to be tarot. It's starting anything. YouTube, just doing your own thing. TikTok, it could be whatever. Something's gonna like pop off for you because of how relatable you are, how real you are. Like, there's an energy that you exude that's like very natural. Very, very natural. Because you know how some people put on like, I don't know, there's something with like you not putting on facades as well. Cancer, this is good. This was a good reading. Confusing, but this was good. Because you're not one way. And I feel like there was a time where people looked at you and felt like you were one way. It's almost like you are someone who's very, very multifaceted. Hopefully I said that right. Or what's another one? Give me another one. You have a very, very good duality to you. Like, nobody can ever really pinpoint what you're about to do, what you're about to say, how you're going to act, how you're going to react, anything. I feel like, and that's what's scaring people now at this point. It's almost like at one point in time, people could kind of foresee like how you're going to react or how you're going to act. Like, people, there's a lot of people who felt like they knew you. Like, they knew you. Like, people who didn't know you from a hole in the wall to people who actually know you. They felt like they knew you better than you knew yourself. And slowly but surely, you're showing them that they didn't know you at all. Like, I feel like you have a lot of people very, very kind of like stunned, appalled. What's the Two of Wands? What's the Two of Wands? Because you had people really thinking they were like better than you, especially like family, cousins, siblings. You had people thinking like they were better than you, or they were going to amount to more than you. It's weird. Like, they were in competition with you without you even realize. Like, like they made it a point to want to be better than you. Or it's like they, like, I don't know why, but people didn't want you to be better than them. I don't know why you specifically. With the Two of Wands, you got the Page of Pentacles and you have the Nine of Cups. What's the Page of Pentacles? Whoa. Yeah, you got the Ace of Swords. But what's the Page of Pentacles pertaining to? Before I say that, you got the, yeah. I feel like these are people who felt as though you wouldn't be able to manifest much. What's the Two of Wands? Can I get one more for the Two of Wands? With the High Priestess? I can't show too much. with the Ten of Swords. And what's the Nine of Cups? We got the 5. And secretly with this High Priestess, I feel like what a lot of people didn't want you to realize either is the part that there's people who played a part in a lot of things that you may or may not have noticed in the past. Like childhood stuff, in high school, whatever, with the Justice. I don't know why I'm getting this, but I definitely do feel like people could even be going through things for the way they treated you growing up. Because I can't, as with the Page of Pentacles is also giving me like youngster vibes. And then with the Two of Wands and the High Priestess, it's almost like people secretly like manifested against you. Whether this was competitions you were in, whatever, right? There's an energy of people wanting you to not feel good about yourself, confident, anything. Like, these are people who wanted you to feel looked over or picked over in a sense. You could be a tarot reader. Yeah, you have like people who are it feels like scared of you. I don't know what's the High Priestess? And then we're gonna go to the Lovers and kind of end it. Yours is long too today. What's this High Priestess? You got the Three of Pentacles. And you had the Death. Yeah, like there was people who like couldn't even work together to like make you feel small. Make you feel like you didn't exist or like not important either. You got Scorpio energy too. What's this, Lovers? You were underestimated, Cancer, okay? For the Lovers, you have the Ten of Swords. I'm trying to tell you, even in love, like with the Ace of Pentacles, there was people who like really wanted you to like see everybody else as the prize and not yourself. Like make you feel like you weren't good enough as well. I don't know why. I don't know why. And I feel like you're not like anybody else. It's something with the presence, it's something with the aura as well. Just be mindful of this feeling, right? Of people just making you feel like what you're doing isn't enough as far as like work and your success, or just not even paying attention to your success, right? This is like dating someone, or not even necessarily dating someone, not being congratulated when something good happens for you. You get what I'm saying? You tell a friend, you tell a family member, and it's just like, I'm not saying they got to jump off walls, but it's just like, damn, I can't even get a congratulations. I can't get a, wow, that's so great. I'm so proud of you. Pay attention to the people who you tell things to. Really pay attention to people's reactions, their face. Because I feel like certain people around you are going to tell, because this feels like it's around you. It doesn't feel like it's online. It doesn't feel like anything of the sort. This feels like it's around you. Like it's around you. And it's something with you being confused. And I'm telling you now, the moment you feel confused about someone or their intentions or their presence around you, that's your answer right there. You shouldn't even be confused as to anything pertaining to another person, how they feel about you, if they truly support you, anything of the sort. And and again, pay attention to that, especially when good things are happening for you and you're telling people, your friends, your family members, a lover. Pay attention to how they're reacting. Pay attention to that, because that's a dead giveaway of how they like actually feel about you. Because I'm telling you, there's people who did not, especially it feels like family, other friends. And I won't say, when I say other friends, well, everybody's situation is going to be different, but because I'm not saying it's everybody in your family, and I'm not saying it's all your friends, but You got frenemies around you. Frenemies who are family members and frenemies who are your actual friends who thought this way about you at one point in time. Especially family, especially childhood friends. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, you were greatly underestimated, okay? Greatly. Like, to the point where I don't feel like people thought you were even smart. Like, no. Cancer, that was your reading. I definitely do hope that the message resonates for you, Cancer, and overall hope that the messages were useful. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.